Hello, my name is Shanika. I like to record this. I wrote it down. It was today. It's the 29th of July. I think sometime last week, last Wednesday, last Thursday. I didn't get to record this, but I received a phone call from Sarah Heron. Um, I didn't hear the phone ring. I saw a missed call. I go downstairs, approaching, and I hear a voice calling my name. I didn't know what the voice was. Who? I just heard a voice, and then I was like, somebody coming in. She was like, I did with an attitude. Basically, she had a due power bill saying she needed help with the due power bill. Was like $500-$600. I said, well, I don't have it. If I had it, I'll give it to you. She looked at me like you, and like real like. And I said, I don't have it. If I did, I give it to you, whatever. And I was like, you text me, which is sure I got text. You said I don't have to pay you for the month of August, and because she texted me out the blue, was like, you don't have to pay me for the month of, you don't have to pay no bills for the month of August. I say, do I have to August 1st or August 31st? She say to August 31st, and I was like, I'm good, because she was like, all of us got to move out. Barry lived there, Jimmy lived there, and I lived there, and her client, her. And she was like, she said in March to me that all of us had to move out, but she been telling me before they had to move out. All of a sudden, I got to move out, which is fine. I don't argue with nobody telling me I got to go nowhere. I don't like even people anywhere, but we have our trials and tribulations. But anyway, and the Holy Spirit had been telling me stuff, but I said, I don't have it. And she was like, you ain't gonna help me? And she was like dividing the bills. She was like, you don't have to pay all of it. You just pay $183. I was like, I don't have it. And then remind y'all, I have to move now. I got to be out of house. So therefore, I got to find an apartment. I got to move. I got to do all this stuff. So she started like a tantrum. I have everybody. You can't help me. Everybody want to live for free. Me, she don't argue. I'm gonna walk out the door because I don't entertain low vibration people and all this. And you covered by the blood, I don't have time for it. I go out the door, and get in the car, crank it up. Next thing I know, I hear, and I'm thinking this conversation is over. I don't say no, I don't have it. Next thing I know, at my window, my driver's side tap tap tap. I'm thinking like, huh, you know. And I wrote it down. She was like, you ain't gonna help me. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And I didn't think to get my camera. And she was like, you ain't gonna help me? Everything I done for you, like you, what she said, like you always used to say to me, Sarah, how you deal with these people? Like she used to tell me stories, and I was like, how you deal with people like that? But trying to play reverse psychology manipulation. I got 9 years in the human health mental health field. I got a degree in psychology, degree in criminal justice, but there's neither here or there. I got spiritual sense, common sense. So manipulation, I can smell it, I can hear it. You can't manipulate me, baby, because I've been around manipulators. I know, I smell it, I know it, and no, that ain't gonna happen. So it's like manipulation. But you know how people want to use the Bible and all that. She one of those. So if I say I don't have it, I'm basically, if I say no and I set batteries, I don't have, no is no. Regardless of whatever it may be. So I'm looking at her because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with her? It's like, so she's looking at me and I'm looking at her and I see a ring. You know how I have brown right here? And I see a gray ring around her eye. So I was like, they ain't nothing but a demon. But last week, prior to that, I saw a demon outline behind her. I've had dreams and everything. The Holy Spirit done told me, my ancestors, angels done came down and told me. So with all being said, I did 3 o'clock. I didn't record that video recording, but I'm recording now while it's fresh on my mind. But after I told her no in the house about the due power bill, after that, no. She comes outside knocking at window like, what the? So 2 times. And then I don't know if it was that morning or the next day, but I had a meeting with someone about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I had a meeting, and I'm in my meeting, and she texting me, telling me, this is why you mad. So you talking about due power in the house? I said, no, I ain't got it. You come to my window knocking. Then you send me a text. Then I had recording. Then she gonna come to me, want to talk to me. My thing, I don't know. I want to talk to you. She trying to follow me, and I got all that recorded. But you harassment. Okay, so I'm recording it, but I didn't record about the due power thing. After that, she sent me this. She was like, hello, trying to play nice and all that. Like she freshly done sent me a text, but you went all off. You went all crazy. You went all off. So you know what? The response, she was like, I helped you, and my grandkids helped you, and Barry helped you, and just the thanks I get, and then she was talking about my family. I forgot about the due power thing, and I was leaving out the house. I think I did record that. She was about your family and help you when you had a stroke and all this stuff. I had no stroke till I moved with her. That's when I had a stroke. I ain't never had a stroke. Strokes don't run in my family. All this bad, crazy stuff, not saying crazy stuff not happened to me before. I start really peeping stuff. The Holy Spirit start talking to me. Holy Spirit talks to me anyway, really started. And all this crazy stuff started happening. And I always, intuitively, like, I always felt like energetically or something, she related to something energetically. And she do even, I'm telling you, she's a dark person. But energy. But anyway, I just want to tell y'all that. And that's that. For my recording, this is Real Talk. See you guys later. Bye-bye.